Have you ever had a moment when everything is quiet, everyone around you is sleeping, but your mind is still awake, replaying old conversations, analyzing small mistakes, creating imaginary scenarios that haven't even happened? You remember something you said years ago, and suddenly your brain asks, why did I say that? What if things had gone differently? What if something goes wrong in the future? The strange thing is, you are not trying to think. Your brain is doing it automatically. And sometimes, the same mind that helps you understand the world becomes the thing that makes you feel trapped inside it. Their brain is searching for answers that don't exist. Imagine a man named Alex. One night he sends a message to a friend. Hey, are we still meeting tomorrow? Minutes pass. No reply. For most people it means nothing. Maybe the person is busy. Maybe their phone is away. But Alex's mind starts creating stories. Did I say something wrong? Are they upset with me? Maybe they don't want to talk anymore. One unanswered message becomes 100 possible explanations. The problem isn't the situation. The problem is the brain trying to remove uncertainty. People who overthink often have a powerful desire to understand. Overthinking is often the brain trying to protect you. What if your overthinking is not your enemy, but your brain trying to protect you? Imagine someone who once trusted a person deeply and ended up hurt. Years later, when they meet someone new, their mind starts asking, what if I get hurt again? What if I miss the warning signs? What if this happens again? They are not trying to ruin a good moment. Their brain is searching for danger. Because it remembers pain, overthinking is often the brain's way of saying, let me analyze everything so I can keep you safe. It studies the past. It predicts the future. It creates endless possibilities. But sometimes, the same protection system that saves us from danger keeps us trapped in fear. Because not every thought is a warning. Not every possibility is a threat. Your brain wants to protect you, but sometimes it needs to learn that you are safe now. They replay conversations because they care deeply. Have you ever gone home after a simple conversation and replayed every word you said? Did I sound strange? Did I hurt their feelings? Did they misunderstand me? For some people, a conversation doesn't end when they walk away. It continues inside their mind. They analyze the tone, the expressions, the smallest reactions, but the reason is not always insecurity. Sometimes, it's because they genuinely care. Imagine someone saying something small that might have upset a friend. Most people forget about it, but a deep thinker spends the night wondering, I hope I didn't make them feel bad. Their brain keeps searching because relationships matter to them. They notice emotions. They value connections. They don't want to hurt people they care about. The same sensitivity that makes them overanalyze is also what makes them thoughtful, understanding, and compassionate. Because sometimes, the person who thinks the most about a conversation is the person who cared the most about it. Their imagination can become their biggest enemy. The human imagination is powerful. It can create dreams, ideas, possibilities, but sometimes, the same imagination that helps us create beautiful things can create fears that feel real. Imagine someone waiting for an important phone call. At first, everything is normal, but after a few minutes of silence, their mind starts creating stories. What if something went wrong? What if they are angry? What if this changes everything? Nothing has happened, but their emotions are already reacting to a situation that exists only in their mind. People who overthink often don't just see what is happening. They see everything that could happen. Their brain creates thousands of possible futures. Some are exciting, some are terrifying. The problem is not having a powerful imagination. The problem is forgetting that a thought is not always a fact. A possibility is not always a reality. Sometimes the biggest battles we fight are not against what is happening around us, but against the stories our own mind creates. They struggle because they want to make the perfect choice. For some people, making a decision feels impossible. Not because they don't know what they want, but because they are afraid of choosing wrong. A simple choice becomes a battle inside their mind. What if I regret this? What if there is a better option? What if I make a mistake? Imagine someone standing in front of two paths. One path looks safe, the other path looks exciting. Instead of moving forward, they spend hours trying to predict which path will lead to the perfect future. But the truth is, life rarely gives us perfect choices. There is no decision with zero risk, no path without uncertainty. People who overthink often search for the perfect answer because they want to avoid pain. They want to protect their future. They want to make sure they don't disappoint themselves or others. But sometimes, peace does not come from making the perfect choice. It comes from trusting yourself. and knowing that you can handle whatever choice you make. The hidden strength behind overthinking. Most people see overthinking as a weakness. They see someone who worries too much, thinks too deeply, and struggles to switch their mind off. But they often miss something important. Behind every overthinking mind, there is a person who notices things others ignore. They see patterns. They ask deeper questions. They imagine possibilities that others never consider. Imagine a person sitting in a meeting. Everyone sees a problem, but while others are searching for a quick answer, their mind is already exploring different solutions. They are connecting ideas, finding hidden details, seeing what others missed. The same mind that creates endless thoughts can also create powerful ideas. Many creative people think deeply because their brain refuses to accept the obvious. They look beyond the surface. The goal is not to stop thinking. It is to learn how to guide your thoughts, because a mind that feels like a storm can become a source of incredible creativity. Sometimes, the thing you struggle with the most is also the thing that makes you different. Learning to quiet the noise. Have you ever wished you could press a button and make your mind completely silent? No endless thoughts, no replaying the past, no worrying about the future. Just peace. Imagine a man named Noah. Every night he would lie in bed exhausted, but his mind would refuse to rest. His body was tired, but his thoughts were wide awake. He would replay conversations from years ago, analyze decisions he had already made, create problems that had not even happened. One night he asked himself, "Why am I fighting battles that don't even exist?" That question changed the way he looked at his thoughts. Noah realized something important. The goal was never to stop thinking, because the human mind is designed to think. The goal was learning which thoughts deserved his attention, and which ones he needed to let go. A thought is not always a fact. A fear is not always a warning. A possibility is not always a prediction. Sometimes the mind creates noise, because it is trying to protect you. Learning to quiet the noise means creating space between you and your thoughts. Instead of asking, "What if something goes wrong?" you start asking, "Is there something I can actually do right now?" Instead of replaying the past, you learn from it. Instead of fearing every possible future, you return to the present moment. Because peace does not come when your mind has no thoughts. Peace comes when your thoughts no longer control you. Your mind will always create waves, but you don't have to drown in every wave. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is simply watch the thoughts come and let them pass. A mind that thinks deeply is not a curse. It is a powerful tool, but every powerful tool needs direction. Your thoughts can build your future, or they can trap you inside imaginary fears. The difference is learning when to listen and when to let go. So I want to ask you, what is the one thought your mind keeps coming back to again and again? Share it in the comments. And if this video helped you understand your own mind a little better, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more psychology videos exploring the hidden side of human behavior. Because sometimes, the biggest battles are not happening around us, they are happening inside our own minds.